Well, hi there, I'm Phenwah.
I'm Lobst.
I'm DemoWeasel.
And welcome to Vin Diesel's Wheelman for the PlayStation 3 system. Published by Midway Newcastle, makers of Test Drive 5 and LA Rush.
La Rush?
Also published by Ubisoft, huh?
Hey.
Yeah, it's another one of those.
Every game on the channel is a Ubisoft game.
Yeah,
Also co-developed by Vin Diesel's personal game studio, Tigon.
Oh yeah, they helped with the game with sunglasses guy, whatever his name was.
Groot.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Vin Diesel turns 50 this year, if he hasn't already.
So is this game's title Vin Diesel Wheelman or just Wheelman?
It is Wheelman with Vin Diesel written above it in tiny letters.
So Vin Diesel Wheelman.
There's possibly a microscopic is-the in between the two. You have to look.
Oh man, are those Vin Diesel's actual hand?
Why not?
Yeah, so this game came out in 2009. I think it was between the 4th and 5th Fast and Furious movies, kind of before the series really started picking up.
Venga, venga, venga! You think this is a game? Move!
Okay. They have the subtitles in Spanish also.
Yes, you're going to see a lot of that because everybody who isn't Vin Diesel speaks Spanish.
Get here so fast! Change your plan. Get more from that job than I thought. They're not going to let us go so easy. The cops are going to be everywhere.
Mortal Kombat.
Does this game launch directly into this, like Breath of the Wild does?
Aside from the opening menu, like there was a menu where I had to hit start that I edited out, but this is how the game starts.
Okay.
Yeah, it throws you right into this mission.
How much like Burnout is this?
There's a boost button that we have not unlocked yet.
There's a lot of sparks.
There are a lot of sparks.
That's like Burnout.
The car damage is very arcadey. The driving obviously is very arcadey.
The physics are... Oh, you killed the smart car.
Smash through! Let's see them catch us. Good to have a real wheelman for once.
That was really very fast.
We were expecting the tiny wooden barrier to stop him.
I suspect that, like Burnout, most of the cars are not licensed, although we are in a Pontiac GT here with the Mortal Kombat license plate on it.
That's not Mortal Kombat, that's Mortal Kombat T?
Yeah. Okay, so this is the thing that was on, like, all the trailers for Wheelman, is the idea of car combat. So you use the right stick and you just shunt the car left, right, and forward. And that's kind of what you do.
Like in Burnout Revenge.
Isn't that it also in Sleeping Dogs?
Yeah, Sleeping Dogs did have that, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Did Sleeping Dogs steal that from this?
Maybe.
I think so, yeah.
Sleeping Dogs was a very good combination of things taken from other games.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, we are playing an open world action driving game with a...
Oh, is this open
focus
world
on
actually?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, yes and no. It takes place in an open world, but the mission structure is very linear. Your choices do not matter.
Okay, but like outside of missions, you can just drive around and explore the empty world.
Yes, and you're right about it being empty.
Yep.
Yes.
I figured.
You'll see very little of that through this Let's Play. I kind of went through the critical path.
It sounds like the spiritual predecessor to L.A. Noire, in that sense.
Yeah, harsh but true.
Excuse me, but I found all those like film reels and cars or whatever.
Oh yeah, no, don't get me wrong, there are collectibles. I collected them accidentally.
Oh, you just murdered that guy.
No,
No
he's
way.
okay.
He
You don't
made
kill
his
cops.
choice.
Sure, say all you want. Just like when people said that Batman is shooting like stun bullets from his tank when he runs people over.
That's right. Rubber bullets. Honest.
So, can you intentionally hit pedestrians in this?
They will try to dive out of the way, Midtown Madness style, but yeah.
Why did you go to Midtown Madness and not Crazy Taxi?
Because that's the first game that comes to mind with pedestrians diving out of the way of the car. That was like a big deal back then.
Same.
Well, you guys are old.
Yep,
That's what
we
I
are.
have to say.
Go for
Okay, so I was given a very vague instruction about which direction to go with.
Oh, just like
And,
Crazy Taxi.
Yeah. This is actually my second playthrough of the game for this recording. Despite that, you'll find that it looks very much like a blind run because I'm very bad at following directions. And the game is very bad at giving them too. So,
Lumi knows the route.
the game has tutorialized me screwing up.
Yes.
Good. As it should.
It's too tight! This is insane!
So if your car gets wrecked, do we see the CG Vin Diesel model fly out?
Yes.
Really?
Oh,
Do
good.
it. I want to see that
yeah.
now.
That does happen a couple of times over the course of this Let's Play.
Oh,
Yes.
good. Okay, that's what I'm waiting for now.
Yes, that's right. That will keep you going.
Why does it seem every time we do a game, my most anticipated thing is watching Phenwah fail?
Yeah.
Because I do that a lot. So you'll notice that we're off course again. This is something that'll happen a couple of times. That crash camera every time we take an enemy out. While their car is flipping around, autopilot kind of kicks in for Vin Diesel. And sometimes autopilot will take us in the wrong direction.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it'll just sort of go on whatever road it wants to.
Oh man, those dudes were on foot and shooting at you.
Yep, we cannot shoot them back. We do not have a gun.
Can you run over cops that are on foot?
I believe that is a game over. Or
Really?
they dive out of the way.
Oh.
The game really does not like the idea of you killing cops.
But didn't you see how they fly out of the...
Yeah, they flew out and then they landed on their feet and they shot at me.
Take the ramp! The ramp!
Why was there a big ass ramp there?
For us to hit it.
Yeah. How else would 50 make that jump?
I mean, I know that this game is pretty explicitly a theme park ride, but still.
Another roadblock! Left!
For some reason, I kept thinking that this game was going to be like the spiritual successor to Stuntman.
Oh, like
No.
Stuntman 2 Wheelman?
Yeah.
Stuntman 3, please.
Oh.
And the 3 has to... Oh, God, what letter could we replace with the 3?
Both of the E's in wheel become 3s, or just one of them.
No. In Stuntman 3, you just turn the 3 on its side so that it becomes the M.
Not the W?
There's no W in Stuntman.
There's the W in Wheelman.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
this is Wheelman 1.
Oh.
Look at... He's good at acting.
No! It can't end here! Not now! Floor it and run it!
Oh, is this gonna, like, jump back 20 years or whatever? Yeah, look at that.
You might be wondering how
How
I got to
into
this
this.
point.
Yes.
I was just a teenage girl.
Well, it's a very long...
They're gone. Nice driving. We need to abandon this.
Nice.
I like the emotionless Vin Diesel model, just kind of being in the car.
This is actually motion captured, and he is emoting as hard as he can.
You ever worked with a crew? We play well together. But I stall doesn't matter. I fancy.
Actually, that's not true. He can, like, roar when he needs to.
That's right.
I've noticed something though so far. Vin Diesel hasn't said anything.
Yeah.
You're right. It's almost like they secured his likeness and used his voice where they could. But this game does have a lot of people talking at you, sort of like Metal Gear Solid 5.
The police can't be too far behind. We need this car.
We need this car.
Whoa!
What do you think? This is
around.
driver one?
This is called Wheelman, not pedestrian.
No.
Oh, you're dead now.
He needs to have wheels in as a replacement for his feet.
He just
He
has
has Heelys.
Yeah, just skating everywhere he goes.
No, that'd be Sunset Overdrive. It'd be a fun game.
Oh no!
You're right.
No. You need Heelys. You made that car shake its ass.
So, what do you guys think about Rampage? About the video game Rampage?
The arcade game with George, Lizzie, and Ralph.
Sorry, Rampage.
Rampage? Oh,
Yes.
I see.
Oh,
I
Rampage.
see. Major Rampage, bro.
Rampage World Tour.
The Wheelman featuring Vin Diesel, your friend of mine.
Rampage through time. And finally,
Rampage 2 back in action.
Yes.
yeah, starring Brendan Fraser as the ape.
Why you left the States? Better we each keep our own secrets.
So what is this in like South America or Mexico?
Barcelona.
Yeah.
Okay, Spain.
So what do you do for excitement around here?
What you need is a tour guide.
You always work solo?
Why? You looking for a dance partner?
Maybe. But I'm gonna need a team that knows exactly what they're doing.
I prefer to work with people who know how to stay behind the scenes.
Gotta be careful with people like that. Sometimes they're hard to find when you need them. With me, you always know right where I am. Behind the wheel.
Man.
You're not behind the wheel right now.
Well, okay, he was technically sort of behind the wheel, positionally.
Metaphorically.
Yeah. Oh man, we got
This
dossier.
is how the game tells us about all the characters.
Oh. However, she is rumored to be putting together a crew of key players for a job that would ordinarily be way out of her league.
This woman is like my age.
Oh.
We also have public displays of affection.
Really makes you think about your butt. Oh, that's right. Whoa, look at this city.
Oh,
like
it's
True,
it looks
true
like
crime, streets of LA.
it looks like the map from Midnight Club, LA, whatever, the 361.
That is Midnight Club Los Angeles.
Yeah, there you go.
Music that brings your day.
That game has a horrible nightmare version of all the freeways that are around there.
Oh.
Yeah.
They all just loop around each other.
And the Staples Center.
Yes, every single video game that has Los Angeles in it has to have an accurately realized version of the Staples Center because they know their audience.
So throughout this Let's Play, I'm going to be kind of alternating on whether I bother driving to the next mission or whether I just fast travel to it. You only get radio, really, when you're between missions. During missions, it's playing dedicated music. But also, during free roam is kind of the only time you actually have to worry about a wanted level. And the cops are kind of difficult to shake once they get on your tail, so
maybe
if
stop
I'm going on
crashing
a-
into people.
Yeah, so if I'm going on a drive that is long at all, I usually just try to go just straight for a fast travel instead of bothering to drive there.
Makes sense. Is the radio soundtrack, I assume that it's not very high budget?
Well, a few of these videos got content ID'd, but they were content ID'd for the classical music and not for
Wow.
anything that's on the other stations.
I see.
So what are you running here? Drugs?
Ourselves, we're the Wheelman. We are running our car.
We're running... Yes, that's right.
I'm Gallo, Assistant Bureau Chief. You must be Milo.
Yeah, as of this morning. They bought the whole cover story out of Miami.
I hear you've been busy. Do much damage?
Doesn't matter.
Not really.
Now you gonna hand me that envelope or you gonna continue with this inquisition? What are we tracking?
The package is of the highest priority. This is a potential nation breaker.
I feel like this Vin Diesel model looks worse than the one that was in Chronicles of Riddick.
His teeth look god-awful.
It's probably mostly the engine.
And so
Yeah,
to the high
it's...
spirit.
I mean, this is
Like,
like
he's lit in a weird way.
2008, 2009.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2009.
When I look at the teeth, I think of Leisure Suit Larry, box office bust.
Oh no.
And that is never a good thought to have. He was recruited in his mid-20s after completing postgraduate education in politics and economics. He proved to be a superlative analyst in the agency.
Yeah, I'll be posting those dossiers up in the thread as they come in. Oh yeah, so we get like these little inbox things that tell us what the next mission is.
Okay.
I went through most of the first playthrough without realizing that existed.
Was that
Also, because this is an open world action game, 2/3 of the map are locked right now, but you would not know that from looking at the map itself.
Well, you see, you say that about open world action games, but they've changed that now in most open world action games.
But not in 2009.
Whoa! This was just a year after GTA 4, right?
I don't know when
Yes.
GTA 4 came out.
It came out in
It's
2000.
done. Yeah.
Does this game have a continuously running day-night cycle, or does it
Ye-
phase into different times a day?
I want to say it just arbitrarily changes after every mission or before every mission.
Okay.
I don't think I ever saw it like dynamically change from day to night.
Like Saints Row 3.
Oh, right. That game didn't have day-night cycle.
Yeah, for some reason.
Did Saints Row 4 have day-night cycle?
No, it didn't. Like, it's...
It had, like, red sky and blue sky?
It had different lighting modes that I guess
Okay.
varied from mission to mission, and at the end of the game you can change them at will.
Ah, okay. So, I have a question now for Phenwah. Before we get any further in this, do you enjoy playing this game?
I enjoyed my time with it, with the exception of a couple of missions that are just really aggravating.
Okay. So this is not
Yeah, if I didn't enjoy playing this game at all, then I wouldn't have played it.
Fifth Element.
In that case, I think there's a case to be made for savoring the experience.
Yeah.
Okay. And your hood just like flew in a weird opposite direction.
Your car doesn't do that?
No.
Okay.
I usually don't drive my car like a maniac.
My loading bar is actually funny. It loads and then unloads content.
You, Miguel?
Better be, or the police been looking for the wrong guy all these years. You got a name?
Name is Milo. I'm looking for a guy named Felipe.
No problem. We got Felipes all over Barcelona. Todos los coches. Todos.
This is about what everybody's voice
All the
acting is going to be
cars.
like throughout the
That
game.
was good.
What's this game rated? T?
T for T.
Todos los coches.
Car trouble?
No, I just won the lottery. All the cars I want. What the hell's it to you?
Well, let's just say I fix things.
I borrowed 3 of my brother's Star Wars cars. Gonna make quick money on some street races. Pay good money to some idiota drivers.
So you hired a few drivers and they ended up stealing your cars. That ain't good for business.
No shit, you're a really smart guy.
Tell you what, you put me together with Felipe and leave those cars to me.
This wasn't a very high budget release for Ubisoft, was it?
Well, of course not. If I remember correctly, it was developed at Midway while they were in the middle of imploding after
Yeah, this was the last thing that Midway Newcastle did.
after Stranglehold ended up bombing. They were running low on cash, and so like that is why this Midway game was published by Ubisoft.
Oh yeah, Midway's a publisher, aren't they? Or
They were up until this point, previously responsible for games like Narc and The Suffering.
Yeah. Well, this was specifically Midway Newcastle that used to be Pitbull that did the test drive games, or some of them at least.
I played that first Suffering game.
Was it good?
It was adequate.
I imagine a lot of negative depictions of mental health.
Oh, if I had 5 cents for every instance of that in that game, I would have a lot of pocket change.
That's right.
So this is the other thing that sets this game apart as an open world action game, is the concept of airjacking. And that's how you hijack cars in motion, like this.
Just like in Sleeping Dogs.
He's okay.
I got people watching. You got the car.
So what this mission is doing is basically tutorializing one of the side mission types, which is called Made to Order, where you have to collect cars and bring them back to a location without damaging them too much.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That mission type everybody loved in Grand Theft Auto 3.
But there was no airjacking in Grand Theft Auto 3.
That is true.
So how did you steal the cars? You didn't.
Yes, that's right. Those missions remain uncompleted by everybody, even today.
Just leave it. Look like you got no one following you, but that was the easy one. The next is a convertible over in Plaza de Catalunya.
So let's see. So far, arbitrary day nights, main missions that are tutorials for side missions. We are Saints Row 3, aren't we?
Yes.
Harsh.
I like Saints Row 3 a lot. I'm just fooling.
A lot of people consider it their favorite Saints Row. Personally, like, it has style, absolutely, but otherwise I don't see it.
Well, it's not Saints Row 2.
That's right. So really, what is?
So while this mission's going on in Saints Row 2, what I would do for fun with my friend when he'd come over to play games sometimes, Saints Row 2, you know, it does not have like couch co-op or anything, as far as I know. But we played our own mode where we made it up, where we would turn on the cheats for evil cars. We'd go to the map and put a waypoint on the map and say, get there, and it's like without getting killed.
That's amazing.
And the cars would do some pretty wild shit. It's fun stuff. I
love
recommend it.
No, like, that sounds amazing.
You got the convertible too. Nice car, huh? Don't waste time, but bring it back. You know, I got eyes everywhere. Remember that. You think you steal my car.
It also helps if you have a low grav turned on.
Low gravity, flying cars. Oh.
Yep, they will get you. I once had a car like drive towards me with another car behind it. The car in front like used the handbrake, and the car behind it leapt off it at like a ramp and then smashed into me and killed me.
Oh, just like in Fast and Furious.
Yes.
Sorry, The Fast and the Furious.
You got one more car to get, Pontiac G8. It's around Raval somewhere, but this time don't drive like some bitch yakking on her phone. We don't got much time.
I have to get the Pontiac, the most valuable car there is, by virtue of being the only named one.
Yeah. Everything else is just like generic sedan, generic smart car.
So while you're on foot, can you like punch people?
You can shoot.
What?
I don't believe there's a melee button, and we don't have guns yet, so right now there is no like on-foot combat.
Can you shoot while you're in a car?
Yes. Once we learn how to shoot guns and are given a gun.
Oh.
This game doles it out nice and slow.
What's
So
that
you have
sticking
to.
out of his pocket? It's like
A gun?
an
I think.
umbrella.
It kind of looks like a bottle, actually. I don't know.
His Tonto. Actually, that's probably not what the sword is called. Whatever. Ah.
A Tomfa.
Tonfa's not a sword, Phenwah.
Oh. Anyway, we're chasing a Pontiac.
What kind of Pontiac is it? It doesn't matter.
A red Pontiac.
It's got that incredible logo that is visible even from behind by virtue of the icon that's hovering over it.
Is Pontiac the only license in this?
I want to say that the Pontiac GT is the only licensed car in this game.
Oh, that's great.
Does it say?
Like the one car that was in the intro, like, scene. And I don't know why that is. I mean, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but Dominic Toretto's like choice car was also a GT, wasn't it? Or GTO rather.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So.
Cops. They like lizards. I told you, no reptiles. Miguel hates reptiles.
What the hell?
Wait, KLR Killer Instincts. I guess
Yeah.
they published it in arcades?
They did.
Okay, that makes sense.
Alright, so now we're tutorializing how to lose the cops. It's actually kind of difficult because if you stay on main roads, cops will continue to like spawn in where your path is. So you kind of gotta like switch to side roads whenever you can.
That is like GTA 4.
Yeah, and you can actually like see them popping in on the map when it does
Oh,
happen.
I know. That happens in GTA 4 also.
And that again is why I started to avoid doing free roam travel, because then I would get to the mission and I'd have to lose the cops before I could start the mission.
It's because you're terrible at driving.
That is also true.
Look at all these sweet like decals on the sides of the cars you're stealing though.
Yeah, well, I think that's showing us what like the different rival gangs' cars look like.
They all look stupid.
Well, we had the green one, the purple one, and the red one.
Are you gonna have to earn gang favor?
Kinda, sorta.
Better not have wrecked my cars, man. Maybe you did okay. Maybe I'll let you work with me again sometimes. With los chulos canallas. If you're lucky. You want Felipe? Okay, with me. Lantos puto been nosing around where he maybe get something cut off. He not careful. Look at the drugstore.
Look at the drugstore.
I didn't do that. The game did that.
Okay. Yeah,
I've
sequel
never
Bomb
played
Jack.
Just Cause 1.
How is that guy 22 years old?
He made a lot of mistakes.
Like running face first into a wall?
That's right. That's in this bio, in fact. Look for it.
His tragic backstory.
Yeah, so now that we've done a made-to-order mission, now it unlocks the made-to-order side quests.
Okay. This sort of...
And hey, here's that text that we just heard spoken aloud.
Yeah.
That's great.
Good. Wheelman, be there.
Success.
Alright, stopping this recording.
Yes.